On the subject of form over substance, you mentioned the Dylan Mulvaney incident with Bud Light, that completely disastrous decision that has just seen Bud Light sales continue to tank, to include trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney in the advertising. Dylan's big criticism of Bud Light, and to be honest, Dylan wasn't wrong, was that Bud Light didn't stick up for her in the face of this. Bud Light sort of, fobbed it off, didn't contact her. I think that's a real example, don't you, of how this really is all talk. It is really just woke capitalism, and Bud Light realised they had done the wrong thing and sort of shot themselves in the foot both ways.
Yeah, look, I think that's certainly right. And you're seeing some pushback now at the corporate level too. I think there was a fascinating article in the Wall Street Journal recently about the number of big companies that have chief diversity officers, and it's been falling significantly. And I think that is part of this phenomenon, that the shareholders and the executives, who, as I just said, are still far more concerned with their pockets than with any of this ideology, have noticed big falls in share prices at whether it's the Bud Light owner, or Target, or Disney, or Mars. I mean, all these companies recently have been caught up in, I suppose you could say, ESG scandals with their consumers, with their customers, and have seen huge falls in their share price. And that's at a time when the US stock market generally has been fairly stable or increasing. So I think a lot of fund managers have taken notice of this. So I think it is becoming a factor now in corporate thinking. And I read recently McDonald's has actually quietly removed references to ESG from its website. So that's just one example of a very large corporation that basically doesn't want to be caught up in this because it is a risk now.